Hi, welcome to Scott's Canine Training, Lesson 10. So the first thing we're going to do is I'll let you know what you need to review. You're going to review your heel on leash, and that will include your forwards, your halts, your right turn, your about turn, your left turn, your fast, normal, slow, and normal. The next thing you're going to work on is your sit-stay. And hopefully you can do it for a minute 45 seconds, but if you can't, no big deal. Just reward your dog for what they can do. Your down stay for 1 minute, and your circle your pup from your sit position, and also circle your pup from the down position. The sit for exam, like I showed you last week. The recall, like I showed you last week. And hopefully you were able to approach different people and dogs, and you are able to reward your dog for sitting and not getting too excited. Now the new lesson for tonight, the new exercises we're going to do is we're going to return around our pup from the sit stay and the down stay. So now our puppies have seen us circling them and we've broken it down into an individual exercise where we tell our dogs to stay, we step off with our right foot, we walk right around them back into the heel position. So they've seen it a lot of times now. So from now on, when we do our sit-stay and our down-stay, we're going to return around them. So this is how it looks. Heel. Straight. So we'll tell our dogs to stay. We'll come out here to leash land. We'll be out here for a minute 30 seconds or a minute 45 seconds, whatever it was. Now when I return back to my dog, I return around my dog back into the heel position, and then praise and reward my dog. Good boy. Attaway. Good boy. And the same thing goes for the down. So I tell my dog down. Good boy. I leave my dog, stay. I'm out in leash land for 1 minute. Now when I return to my dog, I'll return around my dog. Back into the heel position. I'll praise my dog. Good boy. And when I want to release my dog off of this down position, I'm going to tell him heel, and I'm going to take a couple of steps. Heel. Sit. Good boy. And I'll praise and reward him again. Good boy. Heel. Good. So from now on, when you return back to your dog, you return around your dog on both the sit stay and the down stay. Now, let's say your dog is having trouble, and on either one, it doesn't matter if it's the sit stay or the down stay, they start getting up, or they're looking at you and they get up, or on the down, as you're coming around, they get up. Then what you're going to do is you're going to break it down for them, and you're going to do your sit stays, and you're going to return straight back to the heel position. Heel. Stay. You're going to return straight back to the heel position like this when you do your sit stays and praise and reward. But you're going to make sure that you practice circling your dogs more. So you're going to tell your dog stay and show them a lot of this circling motion. Good boy. So that they can then be successful when you do it off of a sit stay or a down stay. So if they're having trouble on the down stay, when you're returning around and they're getting up, practice circling your dog off of the down position more. Down. And do a lot more of this if your dogs are getting up. Stay. And do a lot of this if they're getting up as you're returning back to them. Okay? As you're returning back and you're coming around, they're getting up, I want you to do a lot of circle your dogs. Good boy. Heel. Good, and praise and reward again. The next exercise we're going to do tonight is the leave it exercise. So I like to teach my dog not to pick up stuff on the ground, and I just say leave it. So what I've got in here is a dog dish that has dog treats inside, and I'm going to heel by it. And if my dog goes for the treats, I'm going to just jerk up on him and tell him to leave it. And if we pass the treats without him going for it, I'm going to praise and reward him. Okay, so this is how it looks. Heel. Heel. Good boy. So my dog didn't go for the treats, So I praised and rewarded him. Heel. Good boy. Again, he didn't go for the treats in the bowl, so I praised and rewarded him. Kind of want to see if he would go for it, so I'll make it a little more tempting. Stay. I'll put the treats that I have been using, and as you can see, there's also treats in here. Yo. Good boy. So I've taught my pup this already, so he already knows not to go for it. But if your dog does go for it, I want you to, as they're going for it, I want you to jerk up on them and tell them, leave it. Every time you jerk up and continue walking. Don't stop. Because we don't want them to get the treats. If they get the treats, they actually get rewarded for getting the treats, which is counterproductive of what we want to do for the dogs. So don't forget, if they're going for it, every time you jerk up, just say leave it. And then later on when they're going for stuff, you can use that command, leave it, if you trained it well enough. The next exercise we're going to do tonight is a little bit distraction work. So we want to make sure that our pups get to see a lot of different things. So in this case, Terry has an umbrella that she's going to open up, and I want to make sure that my dog doesn't get afraid of it. When you do this kind of exercise, just make sure that you don't open the umbrella towards the dog, or if you're using a vacuum, don't go towards the dog. Just have it around the dog, and when they learn to accept it, then you just praise and reward your dog for just being calm, basically. All right, so this is how it looks. Yo. Good boy. So my dog didn't react to it. I just praised him a little. I don't want to make a real big deal out of it. I don't want him to think that that's something really good or really bad. Just wanted to gently praise him for sitting and not moving around. If you have any questions, don't forget you can always call me 389-8010, or you can email me at katanasale@gmail.com, and I'll walk you through the lessons. Make sure you play with your dogs after you train every single time, so they're super happy training. This is the last lesson. I really appreciate you taking your classes from me and trusting that I will teach you the obedience. And I hope you all enjoyed the class. Thank you.